What's up, everybody? Justin here to make my Impact, not to make, well, whatever, make do, here to do my Impact Wrestling review. Impact on Pop. Representing my Make Impact Great Again shirt that I got from my Impact Wrestling Brown Bag Special. Happy to have it. So, here we go. Impact on Pop review. I believe it's March 23rd. Whatever. I'll find out the date and put in the title. Here we go. It kicked off with, first off, it had a graphic. This Impact on Pop had a graphic. Very tragic. It said, in memoriam. It was a tribute to Jim Ross's late wife, Jan Ross. She passed away last night, yesterday on Wednesday. So that was very, very cool, very classy by Impact Wrestling, Jim Ross, who has never worked there. But very nice move, very classy by Impact Wrestling to pay tribute to Jan wife, the late wife of Jim Ross. Sadly, she was in a really bad accident, was hit by a car, and passed away sadly. My prayers and thoughts still, I gotta say it again, my prayers and thoughts go out to Jim Ross and his family. So up first, on this Impact on Pop, we had Davey Richards. Davey Richards taking on Suicide, who I believe Suicide is being played by DJZ. That's what I heard. I think it's true. And that's a good pick. DJZ, great talent, great worker, great wrestler. So Davey Richards, they're calling him the Lone Wolf. I wonder where they got that from, because Baron Corbin is also called that. Anyways, I guess Davey Richards was looked at because he was part of the Wolves before Baron Corbin, so he's probably the original Lone Wolf. Davey Richards with his wife, Angelina Love, taking on Suicide. This was a pretty good match. Davey Richards wins when he hits his finisher, Creeping Death. That's the name of his finisher. Creeping Death against a wrestler named Suicide. So, I guess Creepy Death ended Suicide. Well, I guess Suicide was ended by Creepy Death, and he's Suicide. So that's fitting that Davey Richards would end him by a move called Creepy Death. That's pretty dark. I don't know why I went there, but I did. Suicide is not a joke. I'm not talking about the wrestler now. Suicide in real life, that's not a joke. I wasn't joking about it. It's tragic when anybody commits suicide. If you're thinking about it, if you're depressed, think, and if you think about it or are thinking about it, don't do it. Do not do it. Reach out to someone and get some help. So LAX, and somebody actually I saw on Twitter, I felt bad for this person. They tweeted at Impact Wrestling. He tweeted to them, "Thank you for the suicide chants," because that's how his grandma passed away, by suicide. So I feel sorry for that guy, that the suicide chants brought up bad memories. That's not good. But the guy's just a character. He's just a wrestler wearing a mask. So I'm next at an LAX promo. They showed cars speeding down a highway with sirens. Looked like an opening of a movie. And then they went to LAX playing cards. At some table playing cards in a room. Conan was talking, cutting his promo, saying they are taking the tag titles back, and LAX is back up in this bitch, and we're here to stay. So then we had Laura Von Ness Laura Von Ness interview, she was still in her wedding dress. Still in her wedding dress. Good God Almighty, take it off already. You've been wearing that for about a month. It probably stinks to high heavens. Just take it off, Laura. Laura Von Ness tried to cut a promo. Her makeup was all messed up. She looked a mess. She looked a hot damn mess. She looked like the Joker. Impact Wrestling posted a picture of her, or a video, and she looked like the Joker. Like she was turning into the Joker. It was disturbing. Laura Von Ness, get some help and get over that Braxton Sutter did not marry you, because he's in love with Allie, his real life wife. Anyways, then Saraya comes out, says you don't hate Maria, Laura. Quit talking about Maria. You really don't hate her. She said you should hate Allie. Allie took everything away from you. You should hate Allie. It's Allie's fault for why Laura Von Ness is a hot mess, I guess. So then, up next, we had an international 6-man tag, and this was pretty fun to watch because there was a lot of international talent I've never seen before. I've seen Mahami Shirin, the guy from India, who he doesn't have that much charisma. The guy's a decent worker. He's probably super over in India, I would guess. So good for the Indian fans that they can get behind somebody in the United States. So it's Mahami Shirin. His partners were the Laredo Kid, Mask, Luchador, wrestler, and Garza Jr., I believe the nephew of Hector Garza. Sadly, he passed away. They were up against somebody Abraham. I forget the guy's first name. And they were against a Yokozuna lookalike, but the guy was a damn good worker. I can't pronounce his name. He looked like Yokozuna. Look his match up on YouTube. You'll see he's wearing gear like Yokozuna used to wear. But the guy's less heavy. He's about 400 pounds. He can move very well. He was a good-looking big man. I actually tweeted him that he looked like a really talented big man. And he retweeted me. So thank you for that. And also, the Yokozuna lookalike and Mario Baraka, or Barakas. It was a good 6-man tag. The winners were Mahami Shirin, Laredo Kid, and Garza Jr. Up next, we had Decay take on Reno Scum in a tag match. First, they show a limo backstage, and Jeremy Borash is teasing it, saying the limo backstage is somebody big. She is here, and she will reveal herself tonight. She's finally here, the surprise. I thought it was ODB in the limo, but I don't think ODB rides in limos. So it's Decay, Reno Scum. It was a good tag match. Crazy Steve got mist from Rosemary in his eyes, blinded him. Reno Scum wins, and they toss Rosemary over the top rope on Abyss. That was a pretty cool spot. So Reno Scum, the new tag team, they win. And they're a pretty good-looking tag team. They look like they have a lot of talent. It's good that Impact is building up different new tag teams to be in the tag division, because they need a lot of new teams. And they need to build up the tag division. And they're doing it. So up next, after Reno Scum wins, we get a video package, a promo video package hyping up somebody debuting on April 16th, 2017 was flashed on the screen, and it said Fury will be unleashed. Fury will be unleashed on April 9th, 2017. I believe April 9th is live Impact, I think. One of the Impacts in April will be live. So then after that promo, we had Eli Drake taking on Moose. Moose for the Grand Championship. The match never happened because Cody Rhodes came out of a limo and Brandy Rhodes was with him, his wife, and she was saying, "Where are you going? Where are you going?" He was saying, "Don't worry about it. I'll be back." And he kissed her. He said, "I'm not going to do nothing." And he runs out to the ring. Cody Rhodes attacks Moose with a chair, beats him down, hits the crossroads on the stage, on the ramp. So Moose is out cold. He can't defend the Grand Championship, so we get no Grand Championship match. I was okay with that. So then it's announced that Cody Rhodes will take on Moose, I think next week, for the Grand Championship. So up next we had LAX. LAX comes out. LAX, the new LAX, with about 20 members, it looked like, or at least 10 members. I'm joking, it's probably 5 members, I think. And they have a woman with them. Not Shelly Martinez, not her, but a different woman. So the new LAX, Conan, cuts his promo. Conan's still pretty damn good on the mic. Cuts his promo. The new LAX was Santana and Ortiz taking on DCC, James Storm, and Bram. James Storm and Bram team up. LAX wins. And then at the end of it, DCC looks like they're about to implode and break up. James Storm is pissed. He pushes, or Eddie Kingston, part of DCC, pushes James Storm. James Storm gets pissed, is yelling at him. And James Storm is yelling at Bram. And then the Cowboy James Storm starts getting chants of Cowboy chants. James Storm is pissed. He ends up leaving the ring, basically saying F you to DCC. So I don't know what the future is for DCC. It's probably without James Storm. He'll probably be attacked and kicked out of, or he already left DCC. So he'll probably just be attacked by Bram and Eddie sometime. Up next we had Bruce Pritchard doing an interview with Bobby Lashley. I believe it's on ImpactWrestling.com. You can watch the whole interview. It was a decent interview. It was okay. DJZ promo about Impact Wrestling, about how Impact Wrestling made his dreams come true and is the only place that gave him an opportunity, and that he loves Impact Wrestling. And DJZ says Impact Wrestling will be back better than ever, stuff like that, pushing Impact Wrestling. And it was good stuff. Good to hear from DJZ. Then we go to Allie and Braxton Sutter in an interview backstage. That was good to hear from them. Now we have a knockouts match. Rebel. Yes, Rebel. I didn't even know she's with the company still. But Rebel is with Impact Wrestling. I believe she broke her arm or leg over a year ago, or 1 year ago. She broke her arm or leg in a battle royal. That was sad. Hopefully she's 100% healed. She looked healed. She looked pretty damn hot. She looked pretty smoking hot, did Rebel. She had these tiny, tiny little Daisy Duke shorts on. And my goodness, she has a great ass. So Rebel, ODB, also Rebel returns, makes a return. And hopefully Rebel got more wrestling training, because she looked a little bit sloppy. She tried a top rope high cross body splash and she missed, and it didn't look pretty how she landed. So ODB then returns. ODB made a return to Impact Wrestling, and during the match, Rebel is yelling at Earl Hebner, tries to slap him. Earl blocks it. I'm talking about Earl Hebner, the old ref. Legendary referee, but the guy's pretty old. Impact Wrestling TNA Hall of Famer Earl Hebner blocks her slap, puts Rebel's cowboy hat on, bends her over, and makes out with her. That was pretty funny. That was disturbing as hell to watch, but it was pretty funny. Then ODB takes out her flask of alcohol and gives it to Earl. He drinks some of it, and then he looks like he's stumbling, like he can't handle it. And then ODB puts in some I don't know, some breath freshener sprays it in her mouth, and makes out with Earl. That was damn disturbing. But it was funny. So Earl kissed Rebel, and then ODB made out with him. Someone check Earl's pants, please. Hopefully the guy didn't have a Viagra before the match. Anyways, ODB wins. That match was pretty weird. ODB wins. Up next, we had more of the Bobby Lashley interview with Bruce Pritchard. And then Lashley has a match. He's the Impact World Champion still. Lashley against Jake Holmes. Holmes, I don't know who the hell you are, but you got destroyed. And you should have, because Bobby Lashley's a champ. He destroys this Jake Holmes, destroys them, spears them, 1, 2, 3, it's over in about 2 or 3 minutes. Then up next, a final segment. Jeremy Borash is in the ring and says she is here. She is here. She's waiting in a limo, I guess. She is here. Who comes to the ring? The old Jarrett TNA theme plays, but it's a little bit updated, like a remix of his old theme. So it's Karen Jarrett. Karen Jarrett comes out. She looks pretty damn good for, I think she's about 40. I don't know what I think she's in her 40s, but she looks damn good. Damn good, and I would do her hard. But anyways, that's never going to happen, because she's a married woman. No disrespect. I'm not disrespecting her or Jeff. I'm just saying she looks damn good. Karen Jarrett comes back, gets in the ring, gets welcome back chants from the fans. Then some fire Josh Matthews chants were started. Fire Josh Matthews. Fire Josh. Fire Josh. That was great. I love those chants. Karen says, I will. When the fans are chanting fire Josh, she says, I will. I will put that down and do it. That was pretty funny. That got a good pop. Then out comes EC3. EC3 says, yes, your name is Jarrett. He says, but I will be fighting for my last name, Carter. For I don't know what. For control of Impact. Who knows? So, I don't know who EC3 is going to end up feuding with. Probably not Karen. Because she's not going to wrestle guys. Probably Jeff Jarrett will probably return and feud with EC3. That's my guess. And who knows, then after EC3 gets in the ring and talks a little bit, and EC3 says, I am a locker room leader here. He says, this locker room is the best there is since I've been in wrestling. This is the best locker room of guys and talent. That got a good pop. Josh Matthews ends up getting in the ring and getting on the microphone and doing a shoot promo. It was probably a shoot, because the guy probably does dislike the fans. And I wouldn't be too happy if I was Josh Matthews and the fans are yelling, chanting, fire Josh, fire Josh. That wouldn't make me too happy. So Josh yells at the fans, shoots on them a little bit, and then shoots on Karen Jarrett a little bit, and puts Karen Jarrett down. Karen ends up slapping Josh. Thank you for slapping Josh Matthews and bitch slapping him, because every fan would love to do that to him. So thank you, Karen, for slapping Josh. That was awesome. So she slaps Josh. He falls down on his ass, sells it. And then Karen's yelling at him, pointing at him, don't you ever bring up my family. Don't you ever talk about my family like that. And then Impact Wrestling ends. Pretty good episode. It wasn't great, but it was good. I enjoyed it. There were a few pretty good matches, or at least the 6-man tag, in my opinion, was the best match. There was other good stuff that happened. Good episode. This was my Impact Wrestling review. Hope you enjoyed it. Follow me on Twitter at WWE NXT Guy. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I agree. let's all make Impact great again. I hope they can become great again. Sadly, they had to steal the slogan from Trump. F you, Trump. You're an idiot. But I do want to make Impact great. Let's all make Impact great by supporting them and watching the show again. Bye for now, everybody. Have a great weekend. Hope you enjoyed my review. I appreciate you. Anybody watching, I really, really appreciate it. So thank you for watching any of my reviews or other shows. Check out my playlist. Impact on Pop review playlist. Ring of Honor TV review playlist and predictions. Ring of Honor pay-per-view predictions and reviews playlist. Monday Night Raw playlist. SmackDown Live playlist. WWE Network specials and NXT playlist and predictions and reviews. So check out all my playlists, countdown playlists, the list playlist. I would appreciate that. Hope you enjoy my content on my channel. I try to do good content and bring you good content. Who's ever watching, I appreciate it. Bye for now. Have a great weekend.